Good morning. How was your fourth? Was your fourth spectacular? Um, most everybody got this really long weekend, which is awesome. Uh, it's just been, I don't know, it's been a nice weekend. We had family come in and got to take the boys out on the boat for the first time. Caught a couple fish, took time totally off, which was great. Good morning, and good morning. It's not morning anymore. I mean, it is. It's 11:30. Heather Johns got my caramel going, girl. You have no idea. I needed that last week. Um, uh, I went outside this morning, so I got up 7:30, 8 o'clock. When I got up and I was like, I'm going to go work out. We have some bulbs I still need to plant. I don't. Doesn't matter if they bloom this year. I still need to get them in the ground. Isn't that a thing though? Like, oh, hi. Oh my God, I'm here. Finally catch you live. I don't know who this is. Look at this. I see Facebook user. What's this? And because here we go. Sometimes we just need to let things grow, right? And let them do their thing. And that's with us too. Good morning, Nancy. So you don't know. I needed them. I had a solid week of panic attack. You guys, it was just ridiculous. Just ridiculous, right? The meat suit. God dang it. And I couldn't catch my breath for a solid week. Like, I walk around gasping for it's Tammy Manzo. Hi, Tammy. And so I told Sam, I said, I can't take my phone out. I took my phone for pictures. I just needed to chill. And, and I'm sorry if there's guys on here, but as you get older, it does happen, right? It's one of the things that happens when you get older. Your whole body changes and it says it's going to do stupid things. And then all of a sudden you might have panic attacks for fun. Well, I couldn't catch my breath for a solid week. I look like a fish out of water. And, but those really helped me. Heather, you have no idea. You hate the dentist. Heather Johns, go into the, I'm petrified of the dentist. In in your membership and under hypnosis is a doctor's fear of needle kind of hypnosis session. I'm telling you right now, it is how I went to the dentist 2 weeks ago, and I sat in the chair and I didn't cry. I hope my truck's not in the way. It's not. And I sat there, I shed like 2 tears, and they're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I'm fine." And I said, "I hope they put it in my thing that I'm a little neurotic." And she's like, "Yeah, but you're doing really, really well." And I said, she's like, how are you doing good like this? Because last time the note said you cried for 10 minutes. And actually it was 20. And I said, well, I did some self-hypnosis. And she's like, whatever you did, it worked. So, and then I went back again, and then I go back again. And I never even thought about it until the day of it. And I was just like, okay. Straight panic attack in the chair and passed out. Heather, go do those guided hypnosis, man. I'm telling you. Past life dentist trauma? No, this life dentist trauma. Not past life. Did you get your treat? I left you last. Is this Jansen? Jansen, is that you? So I think this is Jansen, and I don't. This is gonna sound so bad, you guys. I think this is Jansen. Is this you, Jansen? Mm-hmm. 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 I had 20 years plus fear of the dentist. I had staph bacterial endocarditis in my blood, and my heart almost died. So it's a legit fear. It is. They want to poke things. I didn't even think about the needle. It was great. It was great. It really was, Heather. Listen to him a couple times, and I mean to tell you, I hope it helps. Yes, it is Jansen. So Jansen, everybody's been bringing me like pot caramels. She brought me THC caramels. The others are CBD caramels. The CBD caramels just kind of like create this zen, but THC for me is an instant I'm sleeping. So I ate half of that caramel, Jansen, and we were trying to get ready for the baby shower, and I slept almost the whole time. I'd wander. This is so funny, you guys, because this is not me. I mean, really not. I walk in. Because I'm lightweight when it comes to this. I don't do anything weird like drugs or any. And then marijuana, pot. I was in Nancy Reagan's DARE program. Okay, she did a good job, and so I'd walk into the kitchen and Sam was cooking, and I'd walk into the kitchen, and I'd open the cabinets looking for food. And then I would go back and sit down and lay down. I was a senior high school, got utensils she didn't use. Got what? I was a senior school, got utensils she didn't use. What? Okay. Moving on from Lisa's cannabis use. Good morning, Tanya Lee. Good morning. Hope everybody had munchies kicked in. They did. I'd walk out there and I'd open the cabinets and I'd go sit back down. I ate Pringles. I never eat chips. And I got Sam a can of Pringles. I ate half the can of Pringles. Sterile tools from the orthodontist. Oh, gotcha. Typos. I hope did everybody have a good 4th? Did you guys do something fun? Tell me what you guys did. The boat was fun. Sam and I went fishing several times. We were out there on the lake when a storm kicked up, and we saw it coming. And we were like, okay, it wasn't so bad. And the winds had laid down really well, and it started raining really, really hard, like really hard. We had just gotten the sides put back on the boat, and we're sitting there, we're just watching it rain, and we're like, okay. And I'm terrified of the lake. Because it's a scary lake, and we're like, okay, we'll wait for this to end, then we'll go fishing. Yes, I'll do that today, Tanya. And then the tornadoes alarm went off, and we went, yeah, Lake Erie is scary when it storms. So you went to see the Raiders? How cool! Yeah, it is. You know what, you guys, the white jacket fear, the doctor fear, the dentist fear, those fears, they're legit. When I'm working on it. I'm trying to work on it. That's what one of the hypnosis is in there, Heather, is the fear of just in general going in, because just the smell of the doctor's office will put me into a panic attack, where it's paralyzing. I cry, but I did really well. I did really well this last time. You should all go to Lake Lanier in Georgia. It's haunted. I haven't seen the previews for what is it, Friday the 13th? Is that Friday the 13th? No, thank you. Things coming out of the lake. You gamed all day. Didn't even go outside. I went outside this morning. I thought I was going to go out and just putz around and plant some things, and it was going to be a beautiful morning. And I'm out there, and I'm like, good Lord, Lisa, why are you so warm? What is going on? And I planted like 6 bulbs and a couple, I don't know, maybe 10 plants. And I'm like, come in, and I sat down, back outside. I come back into it. I'm like, I'm done. I can't do any more of that. It's 90 at 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, So, but I did get some stuff done. Good morning. Okay, so let's do some, let's see what our card for the day is. Let's do a card for the day. Let's do the Sacred Forest Oracle. Man, I'll tell you what, I didn't realize it was so hot outside. And I'm just out there because I'll work through it, but I'm like, gosh, this is really hot. And I'd never check the forecast. I just go do, right? Because it has to get done regardless, right? It has to get done regardless. So just go do. And I did. And then I had to go take a cold shower, because I was like overheated. Okay. Oh, your son and daughter-in-law had their gender reveal in this. It's his first rainbow baby. They are having a boy in January. Rainbow baby. Their first rainbow baby. Explain. Okay. What else do we have going on? I don't have my calendar in front of me. We have a crystal sale this weekend, though. We're going to start consistently doing crystal sales every other week, and kick it up from there. You're so heat intolerant. I just don't even, I don't pay. Good morning, Carolyn. I try not to pay a lot of attention because stuff has to get done. I went out and sprayed weed killer all over. Okay. These are great cards. These are great cards. Let's start the morning with a little bit of rainbow babies. The first baby, after miscarriage babies. I understand that. Maria. Wonderful. God bless them, right? Bless them. Chaos. Oh my gosh. How did Crystal say, oh, you're in? Come on. Chaos. Sometimes it feels like we're living in chaos. Do you guys just wake up in the morning and go, I don't even know what to do today? Like, I don't know what to do. You've had broken eardrums when young, you didn't even know it. Didn't complain. It's right. That's a problem. No, that's a problem. Sometimes and it's okay to feel as if we're in chaos. Kind of think of it as shaking things up, shaking up your box, trying to figure out a new pattern. Chaos. You hear people doing chaos magic and things like that. I don't know about that. I don't do that, so I don't know about that. But I know that I've thrown myself into chaos quite often. Maybe not on purpose, but our human experience calls for us to learn. And sometimes the best place to do that is within the storm. Matter of fact, a lot of times the best way to do that is within the storm. So if you're going through a little bit of chaos, kind of look around in that and see, what am I supposed to be learning? What is there a new path? Is there a new thing? Is there a new what? Right? Because that storm really does help us break things down to the bare bones and go, I can live with this and I don't need that. Who's had that happen recently? I don't need that in my life. I don't need it. I don't need the guilt or the anger or the childishness or somebody wants to be petty or the rumors or getting into other people's garbage. I mean, that's really what it is when we're getting into other people's, when they walk up and go, oh my God, you're not going to believe what so-and-so did. You're sifting through somebody else's garbage. Do you need it? Do you need it? Good morning, Brooke. You're new. Good morning. Everybody give Brooke a hello. Because it's not necessary. Why bring somebody else's issues into your energetic field? Lots of shedding the old negativities in this world. Yeah, there's lots of them. There's lots of them. It was nice not having my phone on me this weekend. And then we move into the acceptance, right? We look at different things. We look into new ways. We look into new patterns. We look at new disciplines that we might want to, or modalities that we want to get involved in. We start to accept that we are allowed to change. Now, how many people give yourself the approval or the permission to change? Or is it all, let's do the same thing every single day. Let's move forward. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Pattern. A lot of people live like that, and that works for them. But how much are they learning if they're not creating change within their own environment? So it's okay to invite and accept in change. Figuring out what you want and what you don't want out of what you have every day, going day to day. By the way, the shirt's ripped on purpose. I swear. No. I get more comments on this shirt than anything else that I wear. This is Punk is Dead and people get offended. Good morning. Good morning, Allison. Good morning, Sarah Elizabeth. Aylin, good morning over on YouTube. Every time I discover a new gift, it is amongst the chaos. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good morning. Don't lurk, you guys, because then we don't know you're here. If we don't know you're here, here's the thing. People do get on, and I appreciate this. I do appreciate this. People will get on and just watch to see if they like the energy of somebody, right? Absolutely. I've done it before too. I've done it before too. And not everybody's for everybody, right? There might be something nice that just totally pisses you off, right? But at least say good morning or good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever. And I say that because your name may spark a reading. When you're lurking, and if I go, can I have a whoop whoop? That's so I can see who's in the room. So maybe you're being quiet and you're being patient, but your guides have something for you to know. So at least when you guys, and when people get on and they're like, can I have a reading? Can I have a reading? You can tell the people that have been just from feed to feed to feed to feed. And you can, and that's fine. That's fine, right? Good morning, Renee. But then there's people that I know that they just come on and they're like, hey, how about this morning? You know, it's all good. There's no wrong way to do any of this, right? You do what feels good. But do make sure you say good morning. Or in the evening, whatever. Just so we know you're there. Because you never know. As a matter of fact, I have a piece of mediumship on the tail end of that. If you guys are up for a piece of mediumship, give me a yeah. If you would like to see who's coming through, I have to fish over here a little bit myself because it's a very soft energy. So I have, this is how I do mediumship, you guys. I'm not going to give you 5'10" great Aunt Gertie wear a purple hat. Not going to do it. I like to come across with them with memories. They come across and say, they're going to recognize me by this. All right. They're going to recognize me by this. So generally it's a memory. And I see, the first thing I pick up is yellow walls. I pick up yellow walls. And this isn't a female energy. I just had a hummingbird go by my window. This is a female energy. And she was kind of thin. And when I'll ask you guys, whoever when I'm into this and I feel like there's somebody out there that can take it, I will ask you if somebody can take this person. Okay. I will ask you at that point. She was a small, slight woman. And she was kind of quiet and a little bit timid. I want to say that she's met some adversity in life through the course of maybe an aggressive man, like somebody that bossed her around, didn't let her use her voice, somebody that, and I think that they probably passed away before her because she seems to be she lives to one point and like this, and then she lives a little bit louder for the rest of her lifetime. And there's a smell associated with her. I don't know what the smell is, but she's like, they would smell me. They would know me by my smell. If I walked into the room, they would know me. And it doesn't have to be a perfume either, you guys, because I know my grandma didn't wear perfume, but I know what she smelled like. She had her own smell. And it wasn't a bad smell. It was just my grandma. I get a grandma feeling to her, but I also feel like she had a problem with her jaw. This person had a problem with her jaw. She was an older person. Something, and it was one side. So I don't know if she had been maybe in an accident or if she had been hit. I kind of think that might have been it, that caused maybe a jaw issue or teeth issue on one side of her face. I don't think she would have told many people that it was from a strike. She was very quiet. Would have been improper to do so. Test, can anyone see this? I'm only seeing comments from Latrina. I don't even see Latrina. So this is probably on a group. You're probably on like late bloomers, psychics and starseeds. If you go to My Mystical Life, which is facebook.com/Katrina. Facebook.com/My Mystical Life 1, you'll find where the party is. Okay. What else do we have? I want to say I feel like there's a dachshund or a small or a small dog. Hi, Michael. It's Michael Groomer. It's Michael Groomer. Yeah, if you go to the My Mystical Life page or the Mystical Moons, that's where you find most of the people. Where's everybody? Most people are on. I didn't know it was going to the private community. Huh, okay. My Mystical Life. There's 12 people there. Hi, everybody. Okay, so what else do we have for her? She shows me a small house. She liked yellow. She liked bright colors. Can anybody take this lady so far? Can anybody take this lady so far? Why am I seeing propellers? So we're doing a little bit of mediumship right now, you guys. So I'll bring out some more information. We'll bring out some more information. I don't very rarely do I get names. Very, very, very rarely do I get names. More details. I keep seeing flowers. I keep seeing like daisies or fake flowers in the house, or I see flowers. Not quite sure. I also saw like a picket fence. It's what she thought life should be. I'm thinking is the white picket fence and the flower gardens, and that is what she's portraying. And a small dog. This person would have been a little bit fidgety as well. She shows me playing with the hem of maybe the hem of her sleeve. I don't know, maybe she had a tissue in her sleeve, because she shows playing with the hem of her sleeve like this, and it was a nervous habit. She had a nervous habit that she did that. And I feel like her hands might have shaken a little bit at the end. I mean, that's kind of a blanket thing though, isn't it? I'm 52. I'm like, and I came in the shower and I'm like, I think I was way overheated. She's just a really soft energy. She don't want to talk a lot. She's like, but they would know my smell. They would know my smell. Any health issues? There's a heart health issue. I don't know if it's how she passed. She shows me her chest. She shows me her chest. She also shows me her esophagus. So I don't know, maybe I don't get an acid reflux feeling or an intubation feeling from this. Normally they give me a feeling of intubation where they have had a tube down their throat. But she might have had oxygen. So this chest thing might have been lungs and oxygen. I can't help but wonder if she was not a secretary when she was younger. She's like, I heard things that is it a sweet smell, Heather Johns? I'm going to go with, it's a pleasant smell. She's not giving me, you know how it is, Heather, when you have when you have a clear come across, you can't quite nail it to the wall. That's it right there. Let's see. Who's this? Who's that? Ooh, who's that? No. I can't take all the groups off because then Katrina. I want to say I feel like this person. I now get a throb here. I'm wondering if this person didn't have an aneurysm and cause of death. Michael said, "Hello, lovely people." Katrina was the first comment. Was like an aneurysm. It's a My grandmother had a brain tumor from an accident. Who's this? My mother passed away a year ago from a heart attack and she had COPD. So I'm going to give you the details, as many as I can remember again. And I want anybody that can be in at 100% to let me know. I need 100% at this point, and then hi, Billy. And we'll go from there. It's difficult. Today I'm having a hard time seeing people. Okay, so I have a smaller woman. She was very diminutive in size. She wasn't, yeah, it's not your mom, Tanya. Yeah. I know her feeling now. I feel like this woman might have had been a little bit more oppressed when she was married. I feel like the person that passed before her husband or other side spouse, whatever, passed before her. I feel like she lived a little bit more out loud after that happened. I keep seeing yellow and flowers, and she's like, they'll know me by my smell. They knew my smell, and I don't know if it was perfume. I don't know what it was, but she's like, they would know me by my smell. I get a little bit of she shows me her chest, but then she gives me this feeling here in the throat. I feel like there could have been oxygen, but then I get this pain up here, and I really feel like this up here would have been more of a health issue, a cause of death kind of thing. For some reason, she wants to talk about a picket fence, a white picket fence, a short picket fence. It doesn't have to be a full picket fence. It could have been like around a flower garden, like plastic or something like that. Who can take 100% of this person? Bye, Michael. Is the fence broken? Heather, I'm supposed to answer that by broken fences can always be fixed. Any Alzheimer's related sign? Oh, she also had a tremor. No, I have to say, I don't feel like there's anything Alzheimer's. So she's very crisp. Okay, I'm going to see does propellers mean anything? Like pinwheels, you guys? Do like garden pinwheels mean anything? Is there a garden pinwheel involved? She's like, a garden pinwheel. Okay, I need more information because there's a lot of people involved. Garden gloves. Almost like a lady. Yes, they kept the squirrels away. Okay, almost like a lady wouldn't get her fingers that dirty. Like under her fingernails. Something about her fingernails. You wouldn't get under your fingernails that dirty? Okay. She's difficult because she's very pulled back on the information. Okay. This is somebody that this is a deciding piece of information here. And I'm going to ask it to you guys because I'm going to ask you guys because I know the answer. And I'm going to write it down. I'm going to write the answer down so that nobody thinks I'm bullshitting them. It's a bullshit for usual zone. Where would she rest her head? If she was standing, this is kind of an easy one. Where would she rest her head? What time is it? 12. Where would she rest her head? I know this is a different way for me to do this. Normally, oh, but she had dementia. Yeah. Joanne Baylor, but sometimes messages piggyback. So don't, just because there's that dementia aspect in there, take the message that goes with this as well. Okay. Renee, I asked, where would she rest her head? I'm asking you guys because I wrote the answer down. I know the answer, and I'm trying to see if this narrows it down because we have 4 or 5 people. Where would she rest her head if she was standing? She's like, they know this. Okay. The answer is shoulder. The answer is shoulder. In my awful handwriting. Yeah. So we're going to go with Heather Johns. I know. Heather's like, I know, I got it. I got it. So here's the thing, Heather. And we're going to go back to the fence. Because as soon as you asked, is the fence broken? I was like, all fences can be mended, right? And I think that this is actually a message. And a lot of people can take this message, right? Sometimes in life, we do things or say things, or somebody says something, and things become rocky, and we run into that chaos and that storm, right? And sometimes it's really hard for us to accept other people's glitches because we see our glitches within them. And sometimes it's okay to go out and mend those fences. It's important to do so. Especially if the sensation is riding you, that you need to address something. And she's like, 1, 2, the number is 3. The number is 3. And she's like, it's 3. I don't know if that means something to you. And she wants you to pay attention to if you're having a vision problem. She wants you to pay attention if you start having a vision problem in one eyeball. Okay? That's just a I broke the fence as a child, and she was upset, and that's what she said to me. Oh, Heather. 3 is her, my grandma, and me. I don't have to tell you this, that she's around all the time. I don't have to tell you that. You know that. But she's like, just make sure that you're maintaining what's right for you. And just remember that you're part of that. There's the 3. There's the 3. Was she gifted? Heather, I have to ask this. I'm so sorry. Heather, does your family have connections in the Point, or connections in Toledo? As only Toledoans can assume, we have mob connections. Because, hey, Diana, hi, Amanda. Actually, Toledo, Ohio, you guys, was a hotbed of mob activity back in mobsters' days. The Purple Gang was there. Al Capone resided there quite often. There was just a lot of gang activity. I'm so sorry, Heather. It's a strange question. It's a strange question. Yes, my grandpa rang numbers out of the basement. Okay. No, seriously, you guys. Toledo, Ohio was a hotbed. Point Place was like mobster central. All of the smuggling that went on in Point Place is just off the chain. And the reason I ask Heather is because she's like, that's why I thought she was a receptionist. She's like, I heard things that I wasn't supposed to hear. In the family, somehow she heard things she wasn't supposed to hear. And I feel like that part of the family was, or there's something, does that make sense to you? That she heard things, lots of trucking in the Toledo activity, mob activity, and this is a horrible statistic, horrible statistic. We have, she lived in your grandparents' home. We have one of the highest human trafficking intersections in the country in Toledo, Ohio. You know that, Heather? The exit at Alexis and down by Shoreline. Yep. In the country. Isn't that horrible? Because we're so close to Canada. Close to the border. And an intersection of a lot of different freeways. It's terrible. Toledo, Ohio has got a horrible energy. It's a horrible energy. But there's also really, really cool stories about Toledo, Ohio. Now that they're not all great. They're not all great stories for mobsters and stuff like that, but there really are interesting. It's just interesting. I have mob connections on both sides. My uncle's still friend with Jimmy Hoffa's son. Moving on. Anyhow, yeah, Emma McIntosh for healing for kids being trafficked. Yeah, it's horrible. Joanna. Yes, we've been spotty getting on. Hi, Barbara Zisk. Okay, so can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Can I get a whoop whoop? I hope that helps you, Heather. She just was very subtle, very, very subtle and soft. Just a little tap on the shoulder. That's why I was like, I need a moment to figure out what she wants. Because she was very soft. Sometimes when you have mediumship come in, it comes in like a freight train, you guys. And then I'm glad you knew who it was from the beginning. And then other times it's super soft and like a whisper. And they give you they spoon feed you little pieces of information. And I try to not push them. Now I did ask her to come closer. And that's when she started talking about hearing things she wasn't supposed to hear and things like that. So I did ask her to step a little bit closer, but she's very reluctant to get too close for some reason. So here we go. Lauren Joy. Good morning. You're new, right? Lauren Joy, are you new? Thank you for all the whoop whoops, you guys. It's a way of letting me know who's in the room. Lauren Joy. Oh, okay. Thank you. So Lauren Joy. Yay. Everybody give Lauren a welcome. Most of the people on here are my mystical lifers. By the way, you guys, the meditation will be out Friday. I do not know what the meditation is. I have it listed, I think, on the newsletter, possibly. It is already ready and queued up and ready to go. I just have to push the button to release it to the membership. Next week's class will be on sacred geometry. That will be with Sam. And then I think tonight we have, what do we have on tonight? Tonight's Wednesday. Oh, Tammy Ammett's going to be on this evening within the membership at 8 Eastern time, 7 Central. So don't miss her, you guys. She's going to be on doing readings. And then next week we have Nancy Bulliard in the evening, and then we have Isis for practice on Thursday. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then Sam for his class on Monday. And then the following Monday we have Laura Keating. And we never know what hers is going to be because I just don't. I'm like, whatever. I know. I trust her, right? I'll talk about that, Amber, in just a second. And then remind me, Amber. Remind me. And And then the week after that, I'll be doing a class, and we're going to be talking about the principles of smudging, it's a review kind of thing. We're going to be talking about smudging because it's important. Then we're going to have a hybrid event at the shop where we'll be talking about it again. And then after that, we'll be doing practice. There's a lot more, but that's it. Lauren Joy, what do you need to know? Lauren, it's time. It's time. It's time to let go of some issue that you have with somebody. I hear angst and anger and anxiety. It's time, and then I see the foot movement of forward, and I hear my guide. I have one guide, and his favorite program. Hey man, the guides come to me. All right. His favorite program. He's been one of my very, very consistent guides. He likes Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer claymation. And his favorite scene of the whole program is when they're one foot in front of the other singing, walking out the door of the cave, right? And he's like, this is a symbol. This is a sign of shedding the old insecurities and issues and yuck and moving forward and being somebody that can help other people move forward as well. And that is what that particular guide says for you. It's time to start shining a light. It's time to start really radiating. Because I feel like, I don't know, are you an intuitive? Because as I say it's time to start shining a light, I hear, she already shines. She already shines. But you need to drop a few things. Does this make sense to you? I don't know if you work with herbs or anything like that. You just got, I know, right? It's a great movie. Yes, you're medium. Okay. She already shines. They show you working with herbs. I don't believe that you work with herbs right now per se, like I know herb kind of thing. But they show you there's a couple herbs that work well for you. And start using your intuition to figure out which they are, because I feel like it could be like, and I want to say for digestion or a tea or something like that to help you move forward that way. Maybe anxiety. And I say that because my guides, when I know I'm working with somebody that might have some anxiety issues, or having something they're working on that's creating anxiety, I get a feeling like, this is horrible, like I'm getting a cold sore. What else? I feel like I don't know how to put this yet. She says, I know, but I'm very much into herbal energy. Great. Yes. Digestion, anxiety. Great. Then we know what we're talking about. Finally moving through these feelings. Difficult. You need some soul retrieval. Because I'm going to tell you, if you don't mind me stepping off into a past life for you, is that okay? Maybe I need the other half of the caramel today. Okay. So as shaman, I've been a shaman for 15 years now. So soul retrieval is shadow work, mirror work, things like that, right? But a lot of times it comes past life. And some of your anxiety has to do with past life. The smell, I keep getting the smell of something burning. And it's like a village. It's like a village. It's not like a little campfire that's really cute. We're going to toast marshmallows. No. This is actually, so I'm going to give you as many details as I possibly can. And when I'm done with this, I'm not just going to leave your little soul fragment floating out there to wander around. I'll actually do a healing on it if you would prefer, and do integration for you if you'd like that. This is a female past life, not a very old past life. Oh, this is a horrible past life. I never can tell you where they're going. I just start reading, and then they bring it out like a movie, and I see what's going on. And I am so sorry. Past lives, you guys, a lot of times are very traumatic because life was hard, right? They didn't have the internet. Everybody fought. There was problems. This is definitely, I'm going to go up into Viking territory. I'm going to go to ransacking and raiding. I'm going to go, this person was a young female. She was probably 14 to 16 years old. They've already considered her to be a woman. She should be out looking for a man, kind of thing. She should be moving forward. She's smart. She is strong. She is terrified in the moment. I feel like there was probably something along the lines of a raid going on. Homes were being burnt. I feel like I want to, in this particular lifetime, if there's this feeling like I just need to get sick, There's somebody very close to her that has fallen. They're just put it the way, we're talking about a raid, not pleasant, right? And they're very close to her, and she wants to grab their hand and pull them in. Oh gosh, I feel like they're still alive. So I feel like she wants to reach out and pull them in, but she's terrified. She's absolutely terrified. I'm sorry, guys. It can get a little bit detailed. And it is sitting there crouched in the shadows, hiding in a corner of outside between buildings that are on fire, by the way. And there's a tree, and she wants to pull this person, but she has to sit there and watch them and whisper to them and try to comfort them. But she can't pull them to safety. So she struggles with a feeling of never enough. I can't do enough. I've faltered. If I don't do this, I don't do this. I'm not that. And that's that fragment that there's just a lot of noise in the background, a lot of smell of fire, and I'm not going to go into total detail here because it's just not necessary, right? We've all seen movies. We've all read a book. I feel like she was, being a young female and then subsequently captured. She did not survive her ordeal. Okay. And it just, the whole thing, I don't need to go into it. But I definitely get her being snatched up by her hair, and very, very strongly manhandled. If you have problems with throat chakra, this would be related to this as well. I feel like her end was met here. Just a lot of anger, a lot of determination as well, by the way. Very, very determined soul. Very determined soul. Get this. This is now we're going to move away from the grim and the angst. Very determined to learn lessons, by the way. You happen to your soul likes to pick lives that you go, haha, let's try this. And game on, hold my beer, all those things. And your soul likes to create challenge for you and chaos. As the first, I don't know, I've shuffled since then. It likes to bring out that chaos so that you are learning. But that was chaotic. So when you go to bed this evening, I invite you to pull an image of this person, happy and healthy, into your twilight right before you go to sleep. Bring an image of this person. Bring an image of this person with flaming red hair, gorgeous, beautiful red hair. And just really, really pretty features. Just a tiny little dainty nose. So cute. Big eyes. Pull this person into your image and invite them in back to reintegrate. Send a lot of blue to your throat chakra. Everyone calls you Phoenix. Send a lot of blue to your throat chakra. Maybe eat some blueberries, something along those lines. And ground. Oh, yes, ground. It's time to move away from this type of feelings, these type of energies, these residual memories in the soul. And it's time to ground. You should be doing more mediumship. I understand this very much, including the smell of fire I went through, I swear, in this life in a different way. Yeah, and yes, the throat chakra. Okay. Yeah, you should be working with your mediumship more as well. Practice, practice, practice. Right? Okay. One card. Yep. Time to move forward. That's what they say. Okay, moving on. Hope that's helpful. Okay. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Can I get a whoop whoop? Notice, you guys, I'm using my cards less today. I'm flexing a muscle today. I have the cards out, and if I need them, then I'll use them. But most of the times, the cards are just a tool. Oh, we do have psychic development coming up this month. I think I put it on the book. July, August. No, it's next month. I'm sorry. I will start. Teaching a psychic development class. It's a 6-week class. It starts in August. I will get the particulars worked on tonight, except my laptop died, like the black screen of death. So I can't sit in the evening and do work. Might have to go buy a new laptop. Reminder about your question. Gotcha. Thank you, Amber. Thank you, Amber. Amber asked, someone told her that a soul cannot communicate with people for a year after they passed away. Now, let's just think about this as if you're thinking of life between lives, right? Keeps coming up. Facebook user. Yep. I think if you go to My Mystical Life Facebook page, you're good. So there's a lot of question about this. And is there any correct answer? Who knows? No. I will tell you. And there's quite a few people. You guys, who in the feed had Bill come to you in the week after he passed away? Bill is my father, right? He passed away September 28th of last year. And immediately that night, as I was flustered and didn't know what to do, I sat down in the bed and I went, what do I do now? Because I'd taken care of him for a year and I was struggling and I was alone that night. And I laid down in the bed and I heard him clear as day as the bed started vibrating, go, whatever you want. Right. So, after a person passes away, there's the theory that they can come back for up to 2-3 weeks and comfort those they love, right? They can watch their funeral. Happy 4th of July, Gina. Mr. Bill was here with me that night and has been since. Aww. I saw his name in lights, no personal reaction, but definitely him, Bill. Right? So they can comfort those that they love. They can watch their funeral. They can hang out and be supportive. Anybody ever have that person that's passed away and you just know that they're there? They've stopped in to say something. They've given you the impression that they're in. I love that in his name in lights, though. It's gonna make me cry, Heather. So they do have that time frame. When you find, especially shamanically, when you find you're working to do extractions or psychopomp, which is helping souls transition over into the light, those are souls that forgot to go into the light after their visitation time. And you'll hear people describe them as demons or evil spirits or things like that. Really what that is individuals that are trying to maintain soul energy without a human body. Because we're electrical. Why do you think we're electrical? We're electrical to support everything else. The human meat suit is just as a conveyance, if you look at it that way, right? For us to learn things. So the spirits that have forgotten to leave deteriorate over time, and they forget who they are. They find the need more for energy than interaction. So you start to think of them as negative things. That's totally different. That is somebody that needs to still be transferred over. It's still a soul, and which is why you don't see me go out and doing a whole lot of ghost hunting, you guys. Paranormal investigation. You felt the bed vibrate when you were a child. It's a really cool feeling. I get it when my pets usually get on the bed, like past pets. And yep, forgot where I was. Shit. Hold, please. Nope, it's gone. Okay. Anyhow. Now, for souls that are on the other side, I need you to understand that they are never totally gone from the other side. And people go, well, how can they reincarnate and still come back and communicate? We leave a percentage of ourselves over there on soul level. Okay. Squirrel. I know, right? We leave a percentage of ourselves. So we might go, okay, well, this life feels like it might need 80% because, man, that's going to be a rough life. Hey, Vicky McHale. So we leave 20% of ourselves on soul life between lives, and we send the other out and said, good luck, everybody. Hold your beer. All right. So in that respect, we always have the ability on the other side to be able to pop in on people. Normally, if somebody is coming to me and saying, great Aunt Gertie passed away 2 weeks ago, or yesterday, or a month ago, 3 months ago, 6 months ago, I will say, it's 6 months. I'll say this. 3 months, I'm going to say, you need to give him some more time. That's why I don't mess with spirit boards except yours. Ours was fun, right? We do have one of those evenings, Heather, coming up. We do have a seance evening coming up. Spirit board evening. So, great, Lisa, seriously. At 3 months, I'm going to say, give him some time. 6 months, I'm going to say, I can't guarantee anybody coming across, just because it's changeable. It's not guaranteed that they can't come across in the next week, but the chances of them still being over there trying to recuperate and recover from the human experience is pretty high, because we're pretty damn traumatic. We sign up for that stuff, but we also get the sex and the food and the art and the dancing, all those things. But you can't guarantee that they're going to come across, but they can. It just depends. It just depends. Happy heavenly birthday to you, birth mom. Absolutely. I know it's a roundabout answer. It's a cop-out answer. You want to know why? Because it's not going to be the same for everybody. It is going to be each soul's decisions on how long they need to heal. More experienced souls don't need to heal as long as inexperienced newer souls. So, I mean, it's like a more broad question. Yeah, and time here for us is very different from time there. It's a broad question, but it's an important question. Because we all want to know the answer. Inquiring minds. Okay. Well, and with that, I need to go put some eyeliner on and head to work. So I will talk to you guys later. Find light, find love, find joy. Feel divine. Because you are. And if Mr. Fry were here, he would say, may the light be with you always. And I will try to be on again tomorrow morning and not myrtleize myself, unalive myself by planting flowers on them in 90 degrees. All right. Everybody have a great day. I hope that helps, Amber. I know it's a very roundabout answer, but it is a very roundabout answer. Yep, we don't need all the answers. And some loved ones simply don't want to chat. That's true. All right, everybody, have a great day. Talk to you later.